And thank you for having confidence in me to serve the important role as the department's top uniform officer. I work very hard for you and every one of our uniform members to make sure that they receive the best equipment, training, and operational guidance we can provide so they can safely do the often difficult job that we ask them to do. Commissioner, I couldn't help but think of the difference between my appointment to the Chief of Department and with your appointment to the Chief of Department 13 years ago. Those surely were the darkest days in the history of the department on 9/11 when Chief Nigro was appointed as the Chief of Department, succeeding Chief Pete Dancy, who was killed earlier that morning. These surely were the darkest days in our history, and you were required to lead at an extremely stressful and difficult time. The entire department admires you for the service you provided them and for the leadership you are providing today with your return to this great organization. In our darkest days, it was Dan Nigro who stood up on that September 11th and got us back on our feet. And we as the FDNY thank you eternally for doing that. I want to thank my wife Patricia, my wife for 31 years, who always keeps me grounded. When I go home, I'm not the chief. She's the chief of the department at home. All right? She's always just supported me, always been there to encourage me. When I heard Ed's wife yesterday talking about always never complaining about a holiday or anything, that Patty is to me, she was always there just supporting. Would not be here today without the extraordinary support and the love that she has given to me and our children. I have my daughter Shannon, who's a physical therapist, and our husband Tom. I have my son Thomas with his girlfriend Francesca. Thomas is a firefighter in Ladder 77. And I have my two wonderful grandchildren. I don't know how my daughter did it, but she was able to reproduce me. As a kid, if you look at his face, you look at my face, it's the same face. So then we have Riley too. Riley's almost 3. Riley told me that she wants to be the Chief of Department.